Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. First down, Hubbard. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He finds some open field here. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Forced out, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Hurry. Hey, Alpha.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Hurry.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 24, Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he's going to go down again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. And to give this time to the tailback. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. And an alley to run. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 16. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey.
Operating from the gun. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down. But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
First down, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught by OBJ. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. Going up top. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Hey, 180. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch the slant. Hurry, hurry.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
180. Run. Push him back. Push him back. 48. 48's the mic. Smooth.
On first and 10, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Let's go. Hey, pick your game up. Pistol. Hey, high 7. Mike, 48. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 48, Mike. 48. Hey, I got it.
Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Hey, alert 33. Alert. Hey, team 6. Hurry. Who's that?
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, alert.
Mayfield on first down. Flushed out right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Get him, boy. 180. Oh, you got deep? Watch time. Tight end right. We got 4. Hey, alert 33. SOS. Hey, alert 48. Alert.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hurry, hurry!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They run again on first down. Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Echo. Check right, 39. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
You better break. Let me know, right? Run. He's coming. Alert, 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 alert.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
King. Who's off Walker? Up.
They run. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Jackson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Browns drive about to get started. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A first down throw for Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Run. Hey, exit. Check right, 39. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Regular. Pistol. Go. Check Mike 39. Check. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. You're not.
Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay?
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Jackson sack.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
Big loss on the play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Watch the whip. Mike 48. Hurry.
Now Mayfield. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And an alley to run. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. The average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Right there in the middle, 55. Rapid. Switch.
From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
A run for Nick Chubb. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 39, Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, alert, 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 alert. He's coming. We got time.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the
Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And again, it's Chubb. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check 31. Check 31. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Hey, wahoo. 48. Hurry. Go. Hey, look, 48. Look. Hey,
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Man open. That's Damian Ratley. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Jim. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Topper.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Buying time to his left, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Run. Hurry. Hey, Alpha.
A give running right is Chubb. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. They run it again with Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Browns, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.